you have invited us graciously to celebrate Shabbat with you. And Shabbat is something that we, if you're not Jewish, you may not understand. We've definitely gotten away from it, and it's not practiced in America. But wine is such a central part to that. But can you just describe to us how, what coming to the table means to you? That's something we talk a lot about, and we're passionate about. What is coming to the table? What is you mentioned you're so excited to enter into rest today.
Right.
It's a Friday. What does that mean?
All week long we're running around. Right, we're only one more email. If I could stay up and send one more WhatsApp. If I could, schedule one more Zoom call, whatever it is. With all these different pressures and so on, whatever. And I think one of the great gifts, right, that we received in terms of the experience of Shabbat, the experience of Sabbath, is to say, I know it's very difficult, but just let it rest for a day. Just wind that stuff down. It'll be there, right? And the fascinating thing about Shabbat is it's not saying to you, go leave everything, go off somewhere and live as a hermit somewhere or join some group like this, whatever. It's saying the reverse, right? Who do you want around the table? Your family, your friends. You're not running away from them, right? Those are the people all week long you've had to drive them to soccer practice. You've had to make sure they did their homework. You've had to all these kinds of things. You fought with them, whatever. And now you have to say, okay, now we're sitting around the Sabbath table. Hopefully everybody put their phones away, at least for this little period of time. Let's just focus on the table and who's around the table, who's not around the table, and just kind of be in the moment. So, the Sabbath is particularly called the Sabbath, right? It's a sabbatical. It's where that happens. It's not forever, right? You're going to have to leave the Sabbath, and we're kind of sad a little bit to leave the Sabbath, but in a bittersweet way. And when we leave the Sabbath, there's a blessing, we say, also obviously over wine. You come into Sabbath with wine, and you'll leave Sabbath with wine. But when we're leaving Sabbath, we say, blessed be God, or however you refer, who has separated the holy from the, I call, less holy. And because without that kind of separation, to kind of try and maintain that, would be impossible. So you have a concept of, okay, we've got Sabbath, we've got the time that we're all sitting around, to a family meal. And for those of us who grew up with that, we don't even realize what a gift it is, right? People who all of a sudden experience so much are like, oh my God, you do this every week? Huh. Yeah.